Good day and welcome to Transformation Tuesday. Thank you for joining me out here in my property in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm under two big grandmother mulberry trees. It's really a gorgeous day here. I hope you are having a gorgeous day too. So, did you know that you can be carrying around other people's energy for all your life and not even be aware of it? Have you ever noticed a past experience arise in your mind time and time again and bring up an emotional response or reaction in you, even though it may have occurred years ago? I'm Liz Forrest, a Master Shamanic teacher of over 25 years, sharing Toltec wisdom in classes and workshops and power journeys, empowering students to embrace their personal freedom and manifest the life they truly desire. I've learned these practices and tools from Don Miguel Ruiz and from Bernadette Vigil, and I spend time at the pyramids of Teotihuacan, Mexico, each year with Don Valentin Cervantes to continue to learn and practice these teachings and ceremonies. And I have been given permission to pass them on to you. So today, let's talk about energy. Let's talk about your energy. If you're with me here live, please say hello in the comments. I love to know who is with me, and if you're watching the replay, I love to know that too. Okay, so let's talk about energy. So, in reference to my question, your energy, our personal energy can be hooked in our past by an experience that we have. Hello, Irene from Canada. Good to have you here, sweetie. Our energy can be hooked in our past from an experience that we've had. It can be recent, it can be years ago. And because our energy is still hooked back there somewhere, we're still influenced by the experience that we had presently. We're still influenced now by an experience that could be 10, 20, 30 longer years old. In these practices that I have been teaching and practicing myself for all this time, what I've learned is that our energy does get hooked in our past. And until we learn how to unhook it and bring it forward to the present, that's exactly what can continue to happen. Is that even though the experience that we had is over, it's in our past, the experience of that can still be influencing, limiting us, keeping us in fear, keeping us not wanting to expand into new experiences or a new way of being. And we're not necessarily even aware of that. And that's why these practices are so powerful. One of the techniques that I teach, one of the practices that I've learned and have passed on to many, many people now, is to do exactly that. How to unhook your energy from your past and bring it forward with a really specific breathing and perception technique. Okay, so let's talk about when someone else's energy is hooked to you. Same and as important. When someone else's energy is hooked to you by an experience that you had with them, it can be an argument, it can be something much more traumatic than an argument. In some way, you've had an experience with another person, and you have ended up like this. You've ended up merged with that person's energy for whatever reason. The techniques that I teach in these practices from the Toltec that I have learned over the years is how to extricate energies, yours and the other person's, so that you're not merged anymore. You separated your energies. So you can see there's space. There's space between my hands, and that's exactly what happens. There's space between your energy and the other person's energy. And so you reclaim your own energy and you release theirs. There's space created. And that's where we heal. is in that space. When we're merged with someone else's energy, it's very difficult, if not even impossible, to heal whatever has happened until we unravel our energy from theirs and have space, have some spaciousness to be able to heal whatever it is that has happened. So reclaiming our energy, releasing other people's energy will transform whatever wounding you may be carrying inside yourself that's keeping you in those limited places with yourself and with others. Yeah, and with others. Experiences that we have with other people when we're still merged with that other person can, again, influence what our relationships are like in the present. And so through these Toltec teachings, I have learned and have taught many people now. There's specific breathing techniques and specific practices to expand your perception of yourself, of your past, and of your present, allowing you to step more fully into what it is that you are truly desiring, what you're authentically wanting. Yeah, it takes those blinders off, takes those limitations that we put on ourselves, pushes them out, if not releases them altogether. It's a very exciting practice and is not difficult. Once you've learned it, it becomes really a way of life. Yeah, that's what my students, my community tell me that have practiced this for a period of time, is that it becomes a way of life, that we're aware of where our energy is. We're aware of when we're carrying around other people's energies with us. And we're also aware of where we need healing in ourselves, what wounds we're still carrying. And we're able to do that. Yeah, we're able to do that. So I would like to tell you about an event, an offering that I'm going to be doing in July, where I'm going to be teaching the beginning levels of exactly what I've been talking about today. Reclaiming your energy, releasing other people's energies, perhaps plural. Yeah, energies, more than one, probably, I would say. So I'll be teaching this in my event called Ignite. And if you would like to learn more about how to ignite your energy, how to ignite your clarity, how to ignite your truth, I invite you to join me on July the 14th, where I will be teaching the beginning steps of how to release the influences of your past and bring yourself present. I'm also going to be teaching dreaming practices to reveal the messages of your dream state. And also, I'm offering specific tools that come from this lineage of the Toltec, as I have learned them, to dismantle agreements that you've made with yourself that no longer serve you. Kind of like what I've already been talking about. Agreements where, out of fear, you might be saying, no, I can't do that particular thing. Realizing that, first of all, it's not true. You can do that particular thing. And also that this is no longer serving you to continue to hold that agreement with yourself. There is specific tools on this path that teach you how to let go of those agreements, to lay them down finally and forever, and step into what your new agreement is. Yeah, what's your new agreement with whatever it is that you are endeavoring to do in your life? I also want to tell you that Ignite, my next event, is going to be held on one of the true treasures of the west coast of British Columbia. It is going to be held on the island of Salt Spring. It's the largest of the southern Gulf Islands, west coast of Canada, just off of British Columbia, off of Vancouver, those of you that are familiar. And it is truly one of the last of its kind. It's an extraordinarily beautiful place and has really healing, transformative energy there. My partner and I had a Toltec center there for almost 15 years. There was other healing retreats there. The energy itself is really open and supportive and conducive to healing and expanding ourselves. So if you've ever wanted to visit the west coast of British Columbia, if you've ever wanted to come to an island and have a truly transformative experience, learning practices that I will pass on to you and if you integrate them into your life, I can almost guarantee that it will change some things for you. So I would love to share it with you. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to see you again. If we have met before, it's always a big reunion with community, and to be in a gorgeous natural setting surrounded by the Pacific Ocean on Salt Spring Island. So if you'd like to learn more, I'm going to put my email address in the comments, and you can contact me. I'm so happy to give a complimentary session, answer your questions, and I will be posting the details of this in this thread underneath this video too. So thank you for joining me, and remember to claim your complimentary session with me if you would like to. And also, just sit with where your energy might still be hooked in your past. You know, a real indication is that you keep running the same story about that experience over and over and over. That's an indication that your energy is stuck back there. Whether it was an experience with you alone or whether it was an experience with you with other people. That's a real indication when we keep running it over and over and over, even though it may be a long time ago. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week right here, Transformation Tuesday. I send you all my love and enjoy your day.